वेलकम टू माय चैनल। और आज हम लोग पढ़ने वाले हैं गुलिवर्स ट्रेवल्स। तो ये चैप्टर है जो छोटे छोटे आदमी होते हैं जो एक आइलैंड पे घूमने जाते हैं। तो वहाँ पे उन लोग से बहुत बड़े बड़े जो है लोग रहते हैं। तो ये जो स्टोरी है उसी पे बेस्ड है। तो चलिए हम लोग अपनी रीडिंग शुरू करते हैं। ऑन द 16th June 1730 we discovered land. Our captain sent a dozen men with vessel for water. If any could be found when we came to land, we saw no river sparing nor any inhabitants. I went to explore. The country was barren and rocky. I turned back to join the crew only to see them getting into the boat and rowing for life to get to the ship. Before I could reach them, I observed a huge creature walking after them in the sea as fast as he could. The water of the ocean reached only till his knees. However, the monster was unable to overtake the speeding boat. I turned back quickly and climbed up a steep hill with fields and barley on either side and the corn rising up 40 feet. There was a fence to pass from field to another. It was impossible for me to climb because every step was 6 feet high. I was trying to find a gap in the hedge when I discovered one of the inhabitants in the next field walking towards the fence. He was the same size as the creature chasing the boat. I was struck with utmost fear and astonishment. We ran to hide myself. He called in a voice much louder than a trumpet. It sounded like thunder. 7 monsters like him came towards the field, ready to reap the corn. They carried a reaping hook which was very big. When one of the reaper approached where I lay hid, I screamed as loud as cloud. The creature stopped reaping, picked me up between his thumb and forefinger, and brought me close to his eyes 60 feet high above the ground. He looked at me with curiosity and blew my hair aside to see the better view of my face. He called his friends and gently placed me on a table. They all sat on the ground and take a good look at me. I walked slowly backward and forward, pulled off my hat and made a low bow towards the farmers. I tried to speak to them loudly in several languages. Each time I did so, farmer who picked me up held his ear very close to me, but in vain. The farmer took me to his house and placed me at a distance on the dining table, which is 30 feet high from the floor. Dinner was brought for the farmer in a dish which was 10 feet in diameter. The farmer's wife crumbled some bread and placed it before me. In the middle of the dinner, I heard a noise behind me. It was purring cat, and there was 10 times larger than an ox. The farmer's wife was stroking him to enter the farmer's 1-year-old son in her arms of a lady. On seeing me, the child grabbed me from the table and put my head into his mouth. I shouted so loudly that the baby dropped me. I would have broken my neck if my mother had not beheld her apron under me. Later, she put me on her bed and covered with me a clean and white handkerchief. I slept dreaming of my home माई चिल्ड्रन एंड माई वाइफ, अडेप्टेड फ्रॉम जोनाथन स्विफ्ट्स गुलिवर्स ट्रेवल। तो ये था हम लोग का चैप्टर गुलिवर ट्रेवल। तो जैसे होता क्या है कि ये जो है मतलब ये लोग को कैप्टन भेजते हैं और ये लोग की बहुत अंदर वो जिज्ञासा थी कि ये लोग जाके बड़े बड़े आइलैंड्स पे जाएं। तो इसमें से ये लोग एक आइलैंड पे जाते हैं जिसमें से जहाँ बड़े बड़े लोग रहते हैं और वहाँ पे उसमें से गुलिवर था जो वहीं छूट जाता है। तो ये चैप्टर उसी के बारे में है। और अगर आपको आज की वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब जरूर से कर लीजिएगा। तो बाय बाय, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में।